You guys, we have got to talk about the Tana Mongeau friend group drama continuing with people reacting to Paige and BB hanging out. We've also got Tana responding to that. We're talking about Brooke talking about canceled coming to an end in about 2 episodes. And there's so much more that happened this week, like Bella Thorne getting canceled for proposing to her fiance, Josh Richards suing Poppi, Justin Bieber's impersonator having a moment at the Wynn in Vegas, Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain having some drama, and we've got some Love Island BBL drama that I have to touch on because it kind of is reminding me of when Gabby DiMartino posted that one photo of herself on OnlyFans. We got to talk about it. Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the weekly TEACAP. There's a lot of stuff that went down this week, so we're gonna jump right on into it. Let's talk about what's going on with Andreina from Love Island. Even if you don't watch the show or know anything about it, this is something that I saw and I was like, what the heck? Andreina was on Love Island season 7. She was a bombshell and she really wants everyone to know she did not get a BBL to achieve her body. And you guys, she had a really interesting way of trying to prove this. When I saw this, I was like, there's no way that she actually did this, but yeah, she chose to post a picture of herself as a child in order to prove that she has not had a BBL. She posted a photo of herself as a baby sleeping on her stomach. It was on her story and the caption was, "And they want to say I got a BBL." Fans and honestly anyone who saw it didn't receive this well, like at all, because people were just like, girl, we don't want to be looking at you as a baby and think about, ooh, what kind of body is she gonna have when she gets older? Like, no. Some people were trying to defend her and say like, you know, maybe she posted that just to be funny because she had a diaper on and, you know, babies' bums look bigger with the diaper on. I don't know. It was just the weirdest way to try and combat any sort of BBL rumor. She says she's only ever had a breast augmentation. I'm just gonna take her word for it. I don't even care if she had the BBL. Who cares? But it was just such a weird way to try and prove that she didn't have one by showing a baby picture of herself. People commented and said, why didn't she pick a picture from her teen years or something? It just did not land well at all in people's minds. And another thing that didn't land well this week was when Bella Thorne posted that she proposed to her fiance. She got down on one knee and she did it, you guys. She asked the big question, a question that's already been asked to her because he proposed to her a year prior to this. And she posted this video on Instagram with the caption, 3 years ago we met, 1 year later he proposed, and now 1 year later so did I. You guys, people were not having it. They were like, Bella, babe, get up. Do not do that. They were like, this is not what we need to be doing. Literally shocked and horrified that this was something that happened. This comment pretty much sums up half the internet's feelings about it. People said, girls stand up. Men don't need more encouragement to be more energetically feminine than they already are. Another person defended her and said these comments are not it. I think what Bella did here is showing her significant other and herself that she believes in equality for their relationship, that she's committed to him as much as he is, and that it doesn't have to be a one-sided cute proposal. Oh, and it's clear that she doesn't give an F about social norms. Beautiful. And she liked this comment and commented hearts. She did respond to the whole drama though. She posted on her story and said, the comments on my post are hilarious, totally split down the middle. Half of you are like, let's not normalize proposing to your partner. And the other half is like, F yeah, girl power. This is the sweetest. So I want to know what you guys think. Are you for Bella proposing to her fiance after he proposed to her? Or do you think that she should be standing up because she's no business to be doing all of that? I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to do that, but if she wants to do that, then who cares, honestly? Anyway, as for something that is crazy that is going on, Josh Richards is suing Poppi, feeling like he is owed some big bucks, okay? And Poppi is a $1 billion company now that made such big headlines this year with everyone finding out that they had just sold, and a ton of influencers had invested into Poppi, so they were cashing out on some really good money here. And Josh, being an investor in Poppi, was thinking he was going to be getting a nice little check in the mail. Well, that didn't seem to happen. Josh has apparently 538 shares in Poppi, and he had a deal with them where he was bringing his friends like Bryce Hall, Blake Gray, and Griffin Johnson to also promote Poppi. Poppi was to use Josh's name and likeness and his network of friends to promote their product. So he's specifically suing their parent company, and founders Steven and Allison for breach of contract fraud and negligent misrepresentation. According to the lawsuit, Josh alleges that he entered into a business agreement with Poppi and was misled about the nature and terms of the deal. He claims that the company either failed to uphold its end of the agreement or misrepresented key details that influenced his decision to work with them. So he's basically seeking compensation for what he feels like he was never paid for. Anyway, aside from that messy lawsuit, let's talk about something that was crazy that happened this week, where some people fell for a fake Justin Bieber impersonator performing in Vegas. And I mean, I guess I could see how this could be the case, because when you're in Vegas, you're drinking, maybe your vision's a little blurred, and you see someone that's on stage and he's singing a Justin song, you might think it is Justin Bieber. Some people thought so enough that they were taking selfies with this man, and it wasn't actually him. A rep for the win has since put out a statement saying, after an elaborate and multi-step ruse by him and his advance team, a Justin Bieber impersonator was granted access to the excess stage. As soon as the error was recognized, he was removed from the resort and denied future entry. And I feel like the craziest part was that the DJ that was on stage literally thought that this was Justin as well. I just feel like this is so funny, only because how did it get this far? Like, how did he actually get on stage? Did he look like Justin enough for the security and people around to just be like, oh my gosh, like Justin Bieber is actually here? Like, that is insane. But speaking of the music industry, you guys, we need to talk about what the heck is going on with Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain. When I saw Lana get online and talk about this, I was like, what happened? What's the tea with these girlies?
Okay, just to clarify, because I'm editing this and I'm like, it's kind of confusing, but Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain are both believed to have dated musician Jack Donahue from the band Salem. Lana was first linked to him in 2022 when they posed together outside of Chicago's Cook County Jail. And then not long after that, Ethel posted her own similar style photo with Donahue, which many fans took as a nod to Lana's post. And Lana apparently referenced this situation in song lyrics
with the line, Ethel Cain hated my Instagram post. Think it's cute reenacting my Chicago pose. On the song, Lana also sings The Most Famous Girl in the Waffle House, which people think is also about Ethel because the New York Times published a profile of Ethel with the title The Most Famous Girl at the Waffle House. Ethel Cain responded on her story saying, update, Lana Del Rey has blocked Ethel Cain on Instagram. Lana defended herself and gave an explanation in her Instagram comments. She said, I didn't know who Ethel was until a few years ago when someone brought to my attention the disturbing and graphic side-by-side images she would often put up of me next to unflattering creatures and cartoon characters, making constant comments about my weight. I was confused at what she was getting at. Then when I heard what she was saying behind closed doors from mutual friends and started inserting herself into my personal life, I was definitely disturbed. Honestly, you guys, when I saw this, I was like, what? This is like the craziest thing ever. I don't know what the heck to believe in this situation, but I know Nicki Minaj is picking a side, that's for sure. She tweeted, I've been singing Ethel Cain hated my Instagram post all morning, help, and something about the Waffle House and a picture with some boy. But how can a melody and instruments and background vocals and the mixing be so good that I'm walking around all day talking about a person named Ethel, who I do not know, hating an Instagram post I never even posted? Help me. I'm sure Ethel is a nice person, hums the melody again, and drifts off into this somber state whilst looking off into the horizon. This whole thing is just such a mess between Ethel and Lana, but she claims that Ethel was body shaming her and she is in the right to not like her and have blocked her. But that's what's going on there. Let's get into what the heck is going on in Tana's friend group, because for the last couple weeks, it has been drama. First, people thought that there was drama between her and Brooke, and then they're ending the canceled podcast, and people are like, oh my gosh, they really do hate each other. And then Ashley gives Tana a gift for her birthday that people felt like was kind of shady towards Brooke, because this was the image that she put for Brooke in the Clue game that she made of the entire friend group. And then Brooke and Bieber are not friends anymore after being seriously inseparable for the last couple of years. And now we have Paige and Bieber being BFFs, posting all these videos together, doing Sunny Angel unboxings, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. Like, Tana's bestie is now besties with Bieber. Does this mean that Brooke is really on the outs? When the two of them recently posted a video together, someone on TikTok reacted to it, but Tana did not really like it.
I have an issue. A few. I have Paige and we're gonna open this new Sunny Angel snack series situation.
This honestly makes me cackle, y'all. This makes me cackle and just want to talk about it all day long. Now, as y'all remember, Brooke and BB were both besties, okay? They were besties, inseparable, okay? Now, while they were inseparable, Paige and Brooke were like known to kind of have some beef on the podcast. Like there was kind of like exchange glances, and you can kind of tell that they were just being fake and they didn't really like each other. Now, back then, I didn't really believe that. I was like, maybe people are just reading too much into it. Maybe people are just being too extra. But now that Brooke and BB are no longer friends, Paige and BB have been posting nonstop. They have like completely become besties. Now, I am going to remind y'all, Paige and BB have always been friends. Like they've always interacted. They've always posted together. But like lately, they're the new duo. Like it's so funny to see, honestly. It's so hilarious.
She ended up commenting and saying, "These comments are so funny. Tana's friend group. I only focus on my relationship with people closest to me, and if I see them be good people, Brooke and BB's personal lore, quite frankly, has nothing to do with me. I wish the best for everyone. I live with Ashley, Amari, and Isabella, and we all have been harmoniously together for 10 years. I don't have the capacity for drama in this phase of my life." And the person that made the original TikTok was actually so apologetic about the fact that they brought up this entire friend group drama.
Big time. Tana, you are my Adam Sandler, okay? Like, you have been my bitch since 2016, okay? And I know you have no idea who the I am, but like, it is such a parasocial relationship, but I love you so much. Like, you have just gotten me through some of the roughest and hardest times of my life. Like, as y'all know, a lot of the people who follow me, like last year was really rough for me, and this girl is the only reason I made it through. And when I made this video, here's the thing, there's no excuse. I fully apologize. I never thought that this would get turned around on Tana. I have $10,000 in tuition due very, very soon, and I don't want to take out student loans, so I have been hustling in any means necessary, and that unfortunately means TikTok. I make money from these videos, so if these videos do well, I make money, which is no excuse. I'm just telling you guys the reason I made the video in the first place. I made the video in the first place because I knew it would do well, because every time I pick fun about the situation, it gets a lot of views. Now, not once in this situation did people ever turn it around on Tana. People never ever try to turn around on Tana or say that Tana had bad friends or anything like that. And I'm so sorry that my video turned it around. I'm just so sorry, bitches. Like, I really am. Like, this is really awful. This is like the worst thing that could ever happen to me.
But at the end of the day, Tana was basically saying she does not want to be included in any sort of friendship drama narrative that has been going on right now, although it has just been so crazy to see everything unfold online. Even if she's not actively in the conversation, there are just so many people that are peeping drama within people that Tana is associated with. Paige briefly addressed the BB and Brooke drama on Jeff FM when she was on this week. She said that on tour they got into an argument, and Jeff kind of blamed it on Brooke hiring BB, her best friend, as her assistant.
There were some beefs. There were a few beefs on tour.
Which was the most funniest?
The BB Brooke beef.
I see both sides of that, you know?
100%. Like, that was my takeaway from the whole thing. Like, I talked to both of them. I was like, listen, truly neither of you are wrong. Like, you just can't see eye to eye on it.
One,
Like,
you
both
can't
think you're
hire
right.
a friend as an assistant. That's a big no-no. Two, it takes certain qualifications that you can't just hire a person and be like, hey, you're my assistant now, so you're like my slave. That's not a good assistant.
Now, on the topic of Brooke and Tana and that whole drama that has been speculated online, Brooke did go on a podcast this week where she talked about Canceled coming to an end and them having just 2 more episodes left of the podcast. And it really just sounds like the podcast is ending because Brooke does not want the hate. The backlash of the podcast being so big is just too much for her, and she wants to do something on her own that is going to have a smaller audience.
It's just a dark world now. It's like it's not fun for us anymore. I think the show was so toxic and we were so toxic and inviting all these, people in who really like that, and it backfired. And so we just get so much hate now. It's like really, really like too much.
Yeah.
I would do another podcast. I just think I would want a smaller audience.
Well, welcome to Trash Tuesday.
So that is what Brooke had to say about what is up next for her in the future. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this, everything that we talked about that went down this week, from this Brooke and Tana situation to Ethel, Cain, and Lana Del Rey, the BBL drama. I want to hear what you guys think about everything. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.